Gemini, hello, this is your tarot reading for October 2015. I want to thank all my new subscribers and the people who've contacted me for readings. It was a pleasure reading for you. I'm now going to shuffle the cards for a little while longer. They've been cleared with my crystal and pre-shuffle. I'm going to shuffle them again. And as I shuffle the cards, I'm thanking our spirit guides, my spirit guide and your spirit guide, for the wisdom and clarity we will receive from this reading. Oh, this is Three of Swords. Also keep in mind that we've been in Mercury retrograde. We're in Mercury retrograde until October 9th. The last 2 weeks in September will be Mercury retrograde, and it'll end by October 9th. This means things going backwards, communication, plans not working out. So please take that in mind as we look into October. Also, Mercury retrograde can mean certain looking back in the past, thinking over things that happened in the past, and maybe revising plans or learning from things that have happened in the past as well. So Mercury retrograde can also be a very good energy. This card, the Hanged Man. This is, if there's any card that's Mercury retrograde, this would be the card. Being in emotional pain, this is Three of Swords, the card of heartbreak. The Hanged Man is trying to think your way. It's being in the midst of emotional pain or difficulty and trying to find a solution or some type of clarity in the midst of that. So Gemini, it's very clear that there are certain things, this is trying to come out, that there are certain energies that you're going to be dealing with going into October. The Moon is trying to come out, the Hermit. These are actually perfect energies with the Hanged Man as well. The Hermit, of course, is taking time alone, withdrawing from the world to think things over, to find enlightenment. Knight of Cups. This is the card of daydreams, infatuation. It's a very strong emotional energy as well. Okay. I'm going to shuffle for just a few seconds more and then cut the cards. What's coming out? Oh my goodness. Knight of Cups is trying to come out again with Ace of Wands and Eight of Swords. A lot of emotional changes that you're going through, Gemini. And mental changes as well. You're an air sign, so clarity is important for you. It's also seeing both sides of an issue here. Okay, let's see. We have Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh, wow. Swords are air, and you're an air sign, Gemini. Your energies are definitely being reversed from what's been going on with this Three of Swords. We have the Strength card in reverse, Death in reverse, Knight of Wands upright. This is kind of a good sign. It's right under Knight of Swords. It's reflecting Knight of Swords here. Your Knight of Swords may be reversed, but I think in this as you go into October, your Knight of Wands is definitely going to be a stronger energy. This is Five of Swords in reverse. Ace of Wands. So fire is going to be important for you, Gemini. And oh my goodness, Knight of Cups came out after all. Isn't that something? Knight of Cups came out with Knight of Wands, and then Knight of Swords is reversed. The only thing we're missing is Knight of Pentacles. Now, clearly, these knights are very significant because knights are the card of action. The king is a ruler. His energy is to rule, to sit on his throne and rule and direct. The queen is a passive energy. She nurtures. She's not about action. She's very passive, but she gives a nurturing energy, an energy that's more internal. A page is the card of an experience. A page can represent messages, and a page represents being young. It can represent a young person, but it's also inexperience. Just starting a journey, so to speak. But the knight is about action. Knights they're the ones who go into battle. So it's interesting, Gemini, that your Knight of Swords is reversed, but in the month of October and for the future, your Knights of Wands and Cups, emotions and passion and motivation and inspiration, are going to be more active here. Looking at your major arcana, let's look at that because that tells us the story. And you have three here. You have the Hangman. Once again, as I said, being in emotional pain or difficulty and being able to think. As you can see, there's this halo around the head of this man who's upside down, who's kind of powerless. You are powerless in the midst of this heartbreak and lack of clarity, but you are thinking, you are taking time to withdraw and get clarity about the situation. But the interesting thing is that the Strength card is reversed. And the Strength card entails not just physical power, but it's the physical power over situations that are out of control. You see the woman here taking hold of the mouth of the lion. She's not afraid. She's taming the lion. She's holding its mouth. She's preventing this primal energy. Because the lion is a card. The lion is a card of. Not only is it primal, but the lion is an energy of extreme physical power. It devours. And the woman in this white robe, and you see the card of infinity, you can see she's getting control over this out of control situation. So it's reversed. You're still not getting control over things. You are still, Gemini, you are still being held up upside down on this tree. And this man, the Hangman, has this halo of spiritual light around his head. This woman has this card of infinity, that this strength, this power is everlasting. It goes on. There's no limit to this power, but it's upside down as well. And then the Death card is in reverse. And death can mean going through an emotional death. You see the sun shining here in the background. Death can be a good thing. Many people are afraid of it, but it's not literal all the time. It's definitely not literal in most cases, but it means a situation ending, and then death can lead to a rebirth, you know. But there's no strength to go through this death just yet. Maybe, Gemini, you're not strong enough here in the present to let go of this situation, but this Knight of Wands is a very good indicator that this new energy is going to inspire you to take action. This is a lack of clarity and acting on decisions. But then we have this motivation and this passion and this drive and intent to take action and do something about this situation. So from the past, being helpless and hurt, we're still stuck. We don't have the strength. We don't have the strength to end the situation, Gemini. But the Knight of Wands indicates that this energy is there. It is there. And in your future, you have Ace of Wands, that there is going to be a new beginning. There is going to be a new passion for life and to move forward. So whatever is starting here with Knight of Wands, in your future, it's going to continue, because now we have more swords in reverse for you, Gemini. This is the card of conflict. It means fighting, fighting to win, this desire to win in a situation. And you see this man, he has he has 3 swords. 2 swords are on the ground. He can't hold up all the swords. He can't win everything. He can't control everything that's going on. And you see 2 people walking away. They're no longer fighting with him. I think, Gemini, let go. Give up the fight, I think, and allow yourself to let go of the situation. I think that's where the real strength lies. Let go and start taking steps forward, because as you can see, you have Ace of Wands in your future. I think you will get through this. And this leads to Knight of Cups. This is, once again, the Knight of Cups is a knight known for daydreams. He's probably the slowest knight, because you can see Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords, you see their horses in action here. You can tell that there's movement. But with the Knight of Cups, you can see that there's a slowing down, this connection with feelings. And maybe after Ace of Wands happens, after you are moving out of this situation, now we get in touch with our emotions. We start to feel again. We're crossing this river. You see this river here, this water. And Gemini, I definitely feel that there will be a connection with your emotions. And once you let go and you get out of this situation that you refuse to let die, I think that once you're no longer afraid, you're going to be inspired to move forward. And I think you're going to find a connection with how you feel again. You'll be able to love again. Okay? You'll be able to move forward emotionally, which is pretty interesting, that the wands have become the dominant energy here, and it seems as if the swords are indicating this is your element, Gemini, the air. It seems as if there's going to be a lot of mental um, difficulty for you, thinking things through and trying to come out of this dilemma. But it's going to take the energy of fire, the energy of the wands, that will push you through to sort of get over this. I think the Knight of Cups at the end means that this heartbreak, you'll be able to get past this heartbreak, I think. Keep in mind, Knight of Cups, there's a tendency to daydream, um, in addition to just connecting with your intuition. Um, don't get too caught up in your emotions. I think you still need some swords here. You need a strong mental clarity, Gemini, to think things through. Don't get stalled. You need to let this go. The Death card is right in the middle of your reading here. So I am going to shuffle for your outcome card. And what I am going to do is pull 2 outcome cards because for some reason, Pisces and Aries, they got 2 outcome cards. I think you're going to get 2 for the month of October, Gemini. And I think for all of the signs that I've read for, there's always been some difficulty. It's not like there's been a huge positive outcome for everyone. It seems as if there's a lot of there are things that people need to take action on and make decisions on, and that people have been too affected by other people and letting other people determine their happiness, and I think that's going to be the theme for all the signs for the month of October. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle here. I'm going to cut the cards. All right, let's see what we have. Oh, this is the 9 of Pentacles. This is abundance and prosperity here. Happiness and joy, at least in the material sense, not necessarily emotional. You're coming back into the material world. Maybe you're becoming more social. Maybe you're moving forward in your life. I definitely think that's what it means. Let me shuffle again. Okay, what is your second outcome card? Oh, why does this card keep coming up? It's showing up for the other signs as well. 9 of Wands. This is a card of learning from your mistakes. Old lessons coming back to you. I think that you're learning an old lesson that's happened to you before with this heartbreak. And you have 2 9s. 2 9s means the higher you go with the trump cards in the tarot. 10 means completion and the beginning of a new cycle. So 9 means you're almost there, that you're almost over this situation. I think these 2 9s are very significant for you. You don't have clarity yet. You might still feel uncertain or insecure, but there's a lesson for you to learn from this, and I think you definitely need this lesson, or the situation that's coming back to haunt you. You definitely need to learn from it. So this is good. I think that in the material world, that you're going back to the material world. You're not going to be inside of your head. You're going to get off this tree. You're no longer going to be upside down. But at the same time, it's going to be important for you to look at what's happened in the past and see how you cannot make that mistake again or relive that same situation, Gemini. So these are definitely learning experiences. This is a learning experience for you. Very interesting. So Gemini, that was your reading for October. Thanks again to everyone who subscribed and contacted me for readings. And if you are interested, the link to my online appointment book is in the description, so I hope to hear from you. I will see you in November. Love and light to you, Gemini. Take care.